Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate your support. If you're new to my channel, I really appreciate it if you could subscribe and hit that button for future videos. That would be lovely. Today I'm continuing with my Halloween style, spooky style journal, and as I explained in the first episode, this was a cover I made a long time ago with some beautiful burgundy coloured or kind of wine coloured velvet. So what I've done, I haven't decorated it completely, and I'd already put these elastics on, so that's the theme I'm going for now. It's got 3 signatures. So far all I've done is added some lace to the front and the back cover here, like that, and then on the inside, to cover up the light silver grey stitching that I'd done with no mind to what I was ever going to use it for, I've put some lovely silver and black sort of like chiffon ribbon down there. I haven't trimmed those yet, though that'll happen at the end. So that's going to be the cover. And as I explained previously, I'm using some kits by Pink Monarch Prints. She has her Super Simples Halloween kits in her Etsy shop. I think kits 1 to 9 or 1 to 10 she's made with various add-ons like the pockets, and I showed those in the first video. So I've only printed off kit number 3 start with because I liked the style of it. It's spider themed. Each one of her Super Simples kit is a theme, so there's bats and cats and skeletons and masks and what else, all sorts, owls, and then the crow or the raven, whichever, and I picked this spider one. So on this video we're going to put this together, and I thought, as I've got 3 signatures in this journal, I'm going to print off another 2 of her Super Simples kits, and I'll be putting those together in future episodes. So she has a video for each of the kits. So this is the base piece. So I'm going to loosely follow what she did with her pieces. I'm just going to quickly go around those with some distress ink quickly, and so I'm going to distress all the pieces and then I'll be back. Right, so I'm back. I've just gone around the edges. Let's give that a bit more. Okay, so this is going to be the back piece, and then this piece, so I've cut out all the pieces, every bit, they're all here in a heap, and this piece goes on next as a pocket. I'm not going to put a thumb hole in it because I like the design on it, and sometimes the thumb hole can just put this other light on, sorry, the thumb hole can eat into that design, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to, this glue either works or doesn't work at the moment. Right, so there's rather too much on there now. Okay, let's just get that wiped round. Okay, I give that a minute to dry. So on top of that we have this corner pocket, which is going to go on the corner here. So I must get a new tip for this art glitter glue. Okay, so that is going to go on top there. So this is kind of loosely based on the video by Pink Monarch Prince. I thought I'd follow her. I'd follow it quite closely. Okay, so this is a nice little card, and this will go into this pocket here. And then we have this spider, which is going to fit on here, but we're only going to glue the front legs and the back legs. We're not going to glue the whole body, so that this card can still fit inside, like so. So I'll do that now. I'll just glue the front and the back legs. And see how that works. I'll just take that out for a minute. That's going to sit there like so. Just move him a bit. Okay. So you can see now that will still go in there behind that spider, like so. Okay, so then we've got, I'll put that to one side for a moment, and then I'll just take that out while that's drying. Then we've got this tag here with the lovely spider coming off it, and I just haven't gone, there's always one piece, isn't there, that you miss when you're doing this. So I did put a number on the back so that I knew how these went, but it's only really just for my benefit, and I'll rub them off after. So that also is going to go in here, like so, behind this. So we're going to have that in here with that. Okay, now this big tag here, we're going to make a flap. So this is a piece out of the kit, and you fold it in half, and you take this piece here and place that on there, and this is going to be glued like a flap. So kind of have that there like so. So I'm just going to put that down and then glue this on. Oh, she makes it look very easy, I have to say. And I think, oh yeah, that's lovely, I could do that. And then I've ended up having to write numbers on mine. So just going to pull that down a little bit like that, so that's even, and let that dry. So then that flaps open like that. So you need to leave enough here for the flap. So I just push it in a tiny bit like so. And then we're going to put this word unexpected across here. And I'm going to add in a little bit of lace to mine to give that a bit of background. So I'm just going to cut that, and I'm going to put a bit of lace here like so, and I'm choosing black lace. So I'm just going to, so this is where you can add your touch to these pieces that you buy. So that is going to go on there like so, and then this word unexpected can go on the top like this. Kind of like that. Okay, so we have this nice tag here. So I think I'm going to put a crocodile hole in that, because that's actually going to go in the top pocket here. So I'm just going to get the crocodile. complicated. I've got my crocodile and I've got this set here, and there's actually some black, whatever they're called. I can never remember their name. Grommets or something, isn't it? So I'm going to just put a hole in here. I'm just going to eyeball it. Put this grommet, that's going to be my word for it anyway, inside. Now, quite sure. I should just try that setting now. Well, I had hardly any instructions with my crocodile, as I think a lot of people found when they bought them. And I had to look on YouTube to use mine. I still don't really know. So that, oh gosh, it's very difficult. So that, I need to switch that round somehow to a bigger piece that's a bit higher up. So we'll try that one. But this is where I'm not sure which parts of that, but when you hear a nice big click, then you know that's gone on properly. Right, so I don't use it very often, to be honest. And then I think we might put that word down here, lurking in the shadows, on this piece. So I think we'll do that while I think of it. Just going to maybe pop that there like that on the bottom, so you can still get our bits in and out there. It's not quite dry, so I'll just leave those out for a minute. Okay, so you've got your little flap here. I've added that in, and then I want something to go in there. I might have a look for that afterwards. So that will go in here like so, with something nice up here. Maybe I'll put a bit of eyelash trim would be nice. I actually do have some eyelash trim. Let's have a look. I have some nice sparkly black eyelash trim, so we're going to use that, I think. This is very lovely. So I always find it tricky to put through an eyelet. That's the word, isn't it? They're called eyelets, I think, not grommets. Oh well. So I'm just going to put that through there and hope that I've got the two bits, and that I think finishes that off very nicely there, like so. So that's one piece done. And we pop our cards back in here. Like so. So then the next piece that we have to sort out are these gates. So they're going to flap over. So I fussy cut them out, and you fold them over so that that edge goes to that flap, like so. And then I gave it a bit of a burnish, and then I've gone round it, obviously with my vintage photo. So you've got your left and your right one like this. And so the first thing we have to do with these is we have to glue them down. So I'm just going to use a bit of art glitter. Like so. Like so. That's one. Do the same with this one. And that one is going going to go down like that. It's actually quite nice to have, I just refold that down. Nice to have all the bits to assemble actually. Okay, so now we have the doors, so they're going to go on this piece. So I'm just going to take out that and these. So what they're going to do is they're going to cover up this like so, like that. Okay. You know, I could have them round whichever way I prefer. Anyway, the other side's inside, so that's okay. So I'm going to now glue these flaps onto here, like so. Okay, so let's get going. So just want some glue down here. Oh, excuse Paddy Dog, he thinks he hears something that in his opinion should not be outside our door. Something or someone. You want to make sure you leave enough gap here for your flap to flap open and down, and I just want to bring that down a tiny bit more before it sets, like so. Give that a press down, and a bit of a burnish there. Right, that's one side. And again, line that up at the bottom. Just see that's a tiny bit higher, so I need to just move that up a tiny bit. That's better. Right, that should be perfect now. Yes, it is. Right, so that's our flap, like so. I'm just moving that in just a touch. Right, okay. Okay, so we've got our opening of doors. So the next thing I shall do is, and I've made one to show you, is these two pieces are printed. Everything's on cardstock except these two pieces, and they're on copy paper. And the reason for that is because you're going to be folding them. So here's the one I made earlier. So we want two of these. So it folds up and you've got two little pockets here. Okay, so I did one earlier so that I can show you. So the first thing we need to do is fold it in half lengthways like that, and then we're going to glue the two halves together. And I'm going to use my glue stick for this. And I'm going to fold that down like so. Just move that out of the way for a minute. So then this is a bit like origami for me. So where's my piece I made earlier? So we're going to fold this piece up at about 1.5 inches, and it's entirely up to you. So I'm just going to measure 1.5 inches and just put a little mark there, and then I'm going to use my ruler to fold that up so. And that I will then burnish and give that some vintage photo. And then from the top of this pocket you're going to measure 3/4 of an inch, which is about there, and I'm going to then just score that using my ruler, and then that is folded there like so, and then we're going to burnish that, give that some ink, and then you're taking the, so you've got your 2 pockets, and then you're taking your, okay, so let me think now, how did this go? So then that goes, I think, up to there like that. So you've got this sort of going on here, okay, and then this piece match at the bottom and you fold over like this. So somehow I've got one piece taller than the other. Ah, right, so what did I do wrong with this one? Not too sure which one I prefer. I do like both of them. I might just keep mine. Let's have a look at the pockets. So yeah, somehow I managed to fold this one wrong, I think. Okay, well, that's not a massive problem. I can always reprint that. So anyway, we're going to have 2 of these. So I'll just do one on camera and I'll reprint that so that I can make another one, and that I can use somewhere else. So that's how it's going to look. And we're going to then glue the pockets down. So you only want to glue the 2 sides, thin bead of glue, like so. And then that one presses down for that pocket, and then this one is just going to be glued 2 sides down there and there. Oops. And then that presses up like that. Okay, and then we've got this flappy bit, so we're gluing that down like so. Okay, so that doesn't get in the way. So then that is glued onto each side of these doors like this, so that you've got a nice little pocket effect here. But you're not going to glue the top, we're going to leave the top open, so we're just going to glue down the side, along the bottom, and up the opposite side, leaving the top open for another pocket, kind of back pocket or tuck, whatever you want to call it. So that goes on there like so. And while that's drying, so I'll do the other one off camera, as I say, I'll reprint. So while that's drying, we then we have to make our button closures here and here. And I don't have any chipboard circles, but you want circles that are slightly smaller than the back to allow it to be raised off. So you can use buttons. So what I haven't got a punch that's the next one down to here. The next one I have is this one, which is really small, and I'm wondering whether that would work if I was to punch out some pieces. Let's have a look, see whether it works. So if we punch out, I don't know, this is a scrap piece of card, so that I used to print this kit out on too. So if I do, say I do 3, and we glue those together, and we pop those on the back of this like so, is that going to give me enough room? I don't know, because I think this is going to be too I need to strengthen the back of this first. So what we'll do is we'll make another 2 of these to go on the back to start with, so that it's strengthened. So this is how I'm going to do it. So I'm just going to glue those 2 pieces together to start with. I'm just going to give them a bit of a distressing, and then that is going to be glued on there to strengthen that, and I like that better, because if you've got twine round it, which is what we're going to aim for, then you want it to be quite strong. So that is very sturdy now, that one. So we'll do the same with the other one. I've got plenty of bits of this scrap in my bin. That's 1 and 2 there, and glue these together. Pop that on top of there, and distress around that, just because in case, you know, it sort of shows on the edges. And then we're going to glue this spider onto this, making that a trio. Like that. Okay. And then I think I will add those on the back. I hope this is going to work. Let's have a look. So I want 3 of these. 1. Using another scrap. Oh, trying to put it in the wrong place. 2 and 3. Right. Okay, let's glue these all together now. Make a sandwich. Actually, I think it's lunchtime. Talking of sandwiches, I do feel a bit peckish. Oh, but everything I eat now gives me terrible indigestion, so I've got to go and have some tests, some more tests, because I've got a sliding hiatus hernia. So it's not any fun whatsoever. So if I put those behind, that gives me that little bit of space to wrap a cord round. And I found some black, it's like the sort of tassely kind of cord. I just want to see if I had that behind there, would that easily wrap round? I think it would. So I'm going to stick this onto here, like so, let that dry for a minute, and we'll do the same with this one. So yeah, so now I have to take a PPI, which is a stomach protector, but because I've got to have these tests in Reading next Monday, I have to stop that 7 days ahead, and it really does make a difference. So I've got constant like acid indigestion, and it's very painful. It's like having, if anyone's got one, they'll know what I mean. It's like having a tight band under your bra line. It's not nice at all. Oh yeah, I think I must be getting old. I don't know. All these things going wrong. I don't know. But then there's always someone far worse off. So that's my philosophy and how I get through life. Okay, so they're going to be glued onto here. And I'm just hoping they're going to be high enough, or whether I want to add another 3 on. I'll just do that off camera and I'll be back. Okay, so I added 3 more, so I've got 6 on the back, and they do stand proud now, like kind of like doorknobs. So I'm going to stick those on. So we'll stick one on about halfway down, and then I can match the other one up. So this one I'm going to put there. Made them very strong as well, which is what you need really. And let's eyeball that one and make sure they're kind of matching as much as they can, like so. Okay, right. Now, this I was going to use, but it could well be too thick, I don't know. So I'm just going to, I think it's going to be okay. So I'm just going to glue that under this side here, like so. Pop that in, like so. Press that down and let that dry, and then basically I'll gently show you. You obviously know how these closures go, I'm sure. So it will go like that, kind of in a figure of 8, like so. So maybe we'll just have it going down like that, and we'll cut that end off a little bit like that. And we could put some charm or something on there, or a bead maybe. Okay, so that's that piece. And then to go into, so I'll just undo that, let that dry. So to go up here in the back where we made a little pocket on each side, is we're going to make an altered paper clip, these pieces here. So I just pop them together like this, so that I knew which bits went where. Okay, so you want to make sure that on your main piece, the longest side of your paper clip is on the back. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly ink round this one. We'll just go around the back. So we're going to have 2, one for each top of each pocket. I thought I didn't round these. I must have missed these out. So we'll do 1. So the biggest part of the paper clip is on the back, so that is going to stay like that, and then this piece is going to go over the top like so. So I'm going to glue that down now. Alright, this is a piece of ephemera out of the kit. You just fold it in half like that. So I'm going to glue that down, and I'm going to be generous with the glue around this side of this, all around this paper clip on this side like so. And then on the back. You don't want to glue it down so that it won't go on the piece. Okay, so I need to put some glue on the front here, down the bottom, like so. I'm just going to test this on a bit of scrap to make sure I haven't glued anything down that I shouldn't be gluing down. Okay, just fold it over, make it a bit thicker. That's okay. Right. Okay, and then Pink Monarch Prints, put a spider here. So I'm going to put a tiny bit of, I think a bit of eyelash trim underneath that. So I'm going to glue that down, kind of like that, and this spider then can go on the top like so. Pop that underneath, just gives it a bit more interest, I think. So I'm just going to pop a bit more glue there. This does dry clear, this art glitter, and there we have our paper clip. Yeah, very easy, it's simple. We can decorate it more if you want to afterwards. So that's the first one there. Then I'll do a matching, similar matchy one. So I'll just go around that again, like so. Okay, and then this piece. And finally the spider. Okay, so longest piece is at the back, and this I'm just going to glue over the front, so that's the bit that I want to add a bit more glue to. Okay, like so. And then this is literally going to go on the, yeah, this is where it gets tricky actually. I'm just gonna glue that paper clip bit, straighten that up slightly, and glue that down onto that paper clip like so. A bit of eyelash trim, and put that down. This is where it gets messy with glue and eyelash trim, because as you know, once you cut it, bits come off. And that one is going to go on there like so. So we have two there, and I think I might put a tiny bit of lace along the top. So I've got this here, so I think this is a bit of lace that was wider, but I've been cutting bits out of it and I quite like that. But I think I'm just going to use, so this lace is kind of got strips, so I'm going to use that strip there, and I'll do the same. And then I've still got another strip, so I've already cut off a strip. Like so. I'll put those away. So I'm going to pop some glue along the top, and I don't know if there's a right or wrong. Yes, there is. So this is the front, so I'm just going to pop that along there like that, and do the same with this one. Check the right, so that's the back. Like that, and we're just trimming those bits off. I didn't want to come, it's kind of elasticated, so it's not antique lace, it's the modern stuff. Okay, so those, let's just check this one. This one should be okay. Let's find a better bit of card. These are all scraps. I just want to make sure that's fine. Okay, and this one is as well. Yes, so they will work. Right, and there we have our two paper clips, which will then be going, if I bring back our piece, so this one will go over the top there like that, and then we open this up here, and we've got some little bits of ephemera that can go in here from the kit. So we've got let's see, we've got a little ticket here, and what else have we got? So we've got a ticket to go in there, and obviously that's going to be too tall for there, so I will find something to go in there. I think that's all of the kit that I've cut out. So these are all extra bits, and we could put words in here. We could pop that there if we want to. That could go behind there. Maybe these paper clips are meant to go inside. Ah, I think that's what it is. They're meant to go inside, and then we've got these bits that can go down the back like so. Like that. And that's it really. I need to make the other pocket to go on that side, and I think that was everything. This piece can be made into a journal card that can go in the back here by sticking these two sides down, or this can be cut along here and could be made into a notebook. So I haven't decided yet what I'm doing with that, so we'll just pop that in there for now. And that I think is it for today, and I'll go back and check that video out and just see if I've missed anything crucial out of it. So here's our tag, our flippy tag here, and these are the bits that go in this lovely corner pocket here, like so, and our tag can go in the back there like that. So I'll go away now and check the rest of the video and see whether I need to do anything with any of these other bits. Right, so that's a start anyway. We're going to make another pocket, another little set of pockets there, tiered one to go here, and that's our paper clip to go inside, and or it can go over the back. It can go over the back like that, whichever we decide to do. So I will make those and I'll show you the finished piece. So this is our closure, like so, and yeah, that's it, that's fine. And we could actually put a charm on the end. Okay, well I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again soon for another episode. Bye bye.